Using his weight advantage, he sat on the steel pipe and opened the lid. The steel pipe began to sink slowly. The two had a clear division of labor. The proletarians supervised while the capitalists did the actual work. After successfully placing the first steel pipe, they were full of energy. Through several months of effort, they actually built a 400 square meter platform. Now they had territory, but living resources were lacking. They hired workers to install drilling equipment on the platform to extract fresh water from the seabed. Drinking their own tap water on their own territory, George was very excited as they were one step closer to becoming an independent nation. He decided to spend his first night there that very day. One moment there was a comfortable breeze. The next moment a violent storm began. He was confident the platform was sturdy enough and remained motionless despite the wild battering of seawater. At that moment, George saw a small boat drifting in the distance, swaying in the wind and rain, looking very helpless. He quickly waved his hands, signaling that the person could come over for shelter. This person had lost direction at sea and had been drifting for several months. He happened to be a welder. With his help, houses were quickly built on the platform to provide shelter from wind and rain. The welder became the first resident of the small island. Soon, a second resident arrived, a public relations specialist who had lost his citizenship for deserting and was eager to join. He was dissatisfied with the current situation, so he immediately put his PR skills to use, naming the small island Rose Island, establishing an official language, putting up a sign at the port, and opening a sailboat route to the island. The sudden appearance of this strange island attracted many tourists for sightseeing and vacations. From initially having only one sailboat route, now people from all over Europe wanted to visit. As tourists increased, George opened a bar and restaurant, allowing people to party on the vast ocean where visitors felt incredibly relaxed. Soon, the third citizen arrived. She was responsible for bar operations. Through the steady stream of tourists, George and his friends quickly recovered their nation-building costs. Before long, newspapers reported that the Republic of Rose Island had officially declared independence. Their national philosophy was freedom. This news spread throughout Europe, and more Europeans wanted to visit Rose Island. George's ex-girlfriend also came, bringing good news. She was getting married. George couldn't accept this for a moment, as a large part of his motivation for founding this nation was for his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend told him this place couldn't be considered a country at all. It was at most a resort. This remark awakened George, so that night they assigned positions. George became president of the Republic of Rose Island, appointing his friend as Minister of Internal Affairs, the PR specialist as Foreign Minister, and the bartender as Finance Minister. They then submitted a nation-building application to the United Nations. The United Nations was stunned by the photos and immediately notified the Italian government to verify the information. The Italian government was also confused. This suddenly emerging neighboring country made officials very nervous, so the Italian government sent agents to investigate Rose Island. Unexpectedly, the two agents were infected by Rose Island's atmosphere and chose to settle there because life was just too relaxing.